Have you ever felt like it's just sadness, but days keep passing and it still doesn't go away? The things that once brought joy now feel empty, and every morning you wake up feeling heavy and exhausted. The real question is this normal sadness or clinical depression? If you keep dismissing it as just a mood, your studies, work, relationships, and sleep can all be deeply affected. But listen, you are not broken. Help is always possible. By the end of this video, you'll clearly understand the real difference between sadness and depression, the key signs to watch for, and the steps you can take starting today to feel lighter and more hopeful again. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Syeda Quadri, a US board-certified psychiatrist, and I've been working in this field for over 15 years. Today, we'll break down is it sadness or depression into a clear, simple framework so you can take the right steps at the right time. Sadness is a normal emotional response that gradually eases with time and support. But depression is different. It lasts 2 weeks or more, with mood staying down most of the day and loss of interest or pleasure in activities, which impacts work, studies, and relationships. WHO reports that millions worldwide are affected by depression. In the first year of the pandemic, cases of anxiety and depression rose sharply, while access to services was disrupted in many places. The good news is that effective treatments exist, whether mild, moderate, or severe. That's why timely recognition and seeking help are critical. Simple self-screening tools are also available, which can be used as a first step when discussing with a doctor or therapist. Let's understand it in a simple way. How do you know if it's sadness or depression? Let's start by looking at it through time and pattern. 1. Time and pattern. Sadness usually fluctuates over days or weeks. When something good happens, your mood often lifts for a while. Depression is different. Mood and interest remain consistently low, lasting for at least 2 weeks, for most of the day, almost every day. If you feel that each day is weighed down in the same way, and even good moments don't seem to last, that may be a sign of depression. 2. Reactivity versus anhedonia. In sadness, favorite things, like meeting a friend, enjoying good food, or listening to music, often bring some relief. The mind says, that felt a little better. But in depression, anhedonia appears, meaning the things that once brought joy no longer feel enjoyable, or the pleasure is very faint and fleeting. That's the critical difference, showing this isn't just ordinary sadness, but something deeper. 3. Function and inner voice. With sadness, people can usually manage studies, work, or home tasks, even if a bit more slowly. But with depression, the impact is much deeper. Procrastinating on assignments or emails, making more mistakes, avoiding meetings, and pulling away from relationships. Along with this, the inner voice becomes harsher. I'm useless. I'm worthless. In ordinary sadness, self-esteem tends to remain intact. This is a hard time, but I'll get through it. If your inner voice is constantly tearing you down and your daily functioning is stalling, it may be a sign to screen for depression. 4. Body signals and red flags. In sadness, sleep or appetite may shift slightly, but usually return to normal quickly. In depression, sleep too little or too much, appetite or weight, energy and concentration stay disrupted for longer. Mornings feel heavy, the day feels numb, and a sense of I don't want to do anything becomes persistent. Most important, if hopelessness, excessive guilt, or thoughts of self-harm arise, that is an emergency signal. Do not stay alone. Reach out immediately to someone you trust, a local crisis helpline, or the ER. That is courage, not weakness. 5. Future lens. Often with sadness, people say, in a few days I'll feel better, I'll meet friends this weekend, meaning there's still some light in the future. But in depression, the future feels blank and closed off. Making plans is difficult. Decisions stall. Hopelessness grows. Nothing will ever change, and sometimes there's even the sense that life itself feels shortened. To counter this, create a hope map, write down one small goal for the next 1 to 2 weeks, 2 possible paths, plan A or B, 1 likely obstacle, and your strategy for it. If the future feels completely empty or thoughts of self-harm arise, that's an emergency signal. Tell someone you trust and contact a professional or helpline immediately. Once the future starts to take even a little shape, taking small steps becomes easier. Recognizing the difference between sadness and depression is an act of kindness toward yourself. If symptoms are persistent, accompanied by loss of interest and a decline in functioning, it's not just sadness, it's time to seek help. Small, repeated steps and timely professional support are the real path to steady progress. If you found this helpful, please subscribe or share and let us know in the comments which sign do you find most confusing, duration, interest, or function. This video is for educational purposes only. For personal advice, consult your doctor or therapist. In a crisis, contact your local emergency helpline or ER immediately.